We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here and test key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 11:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, testing key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot at 9:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area in today's volatility. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So we have the SPY, the SP 500 index, under a bull indicator in today's pre-market at the 538 level. A full transition happened here from bright green bars to white with red borders. It leveled off and it's coming back up to retest the open and try to break above it from Friday, right? That bear indicator popped up at 548, and it's not the only stock trying to reverse. You have the QQQ here at 446. You have Tesla here at the 215 level with the bull indicator, and Apple here into the close having a bull indicator pop up through the volatility it had today at the 219 level. So multiple stocks trying to come back up here, back under bull indicators and showing some strength, starting a staircase effect here on the SPY as we see it. And then also when we zoom out and look at it from the bigger picture on the 1 hour chart, you could see here a bull indicator popping up for the first time in the last several days and week, right? A bear indicator popped up at around the 560 level, and now a bull indicator has popped up at the 540.90 area, and it's been lasting strong here all day. Could it continue into tomorrow, right? That's the question mark. And we're going to look at the key levels and inflows in just a moment. Now, when we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, lots of chop throughout the day, a tight consolidation between 543 and 547, and a big push from 538 up towards the 543 area happened in the pre-market, but it continued pushing upwards all day, and it's back under a bull indicator here that may confirm in the next minute and 40 seconds, right? Based off the 15-minute chart, there's a bull indicator here popping up at around the 546.60 level, and it's sitting currently at 547.35. So I will be watching here the rest of these after hours if this bull indicator goes ahead and confirms, and could it roll that strength over into tomorrow, and are inflows following, right? So we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflow and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with inflows back above the midpoint. We could see it here, green and holding strong all day on the 30-minute chart, and continuing to push up higher and stay above the midpoint as it continued to hold itself up. Lots of volatility and back and forth, but it continued a staircase effect here as we see it, as these inflows remained above the midpoint. It's currently sitting at 3.07, so definitely something to not ignore here on the 30-minute chart. Now, if we go ahead and zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see that outflows tried crossing to the downside on that pullback in the second half of the day, from up here at 547.80 down towards 544.20, and quickly into the after hours and into the close, inflows came back up. This is going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue upwards. They're currently sitting at 1.56, and it's something to not ignore because it already crossed it on the same day it crossed back over. It came back down. Lots of volatility there on one day, right? It's the first time inflows crossed back over since way back here on Tuesday of last week, when it crossed over at around the 560 area, and where that bear indicator popped up as well. So we're back under a bull indicator in the bigger picture. Inflows are fighting to stay above. They need to push up higher here on the 1 hour. Now, in the volatility, this is what I'm going to be watching the rest of these after hours and going into tomorrow. They dominated all day through the volatility, but now inflows are back above, and they're sitting at 1.89 after hitting outflows of negative 1.07. So they need to stay above here to justify any move to the upside, and that possible bull indicator that's popping up to confirm on these charts. Now, if outflows were to cross downwards, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And the first support level I'll be watching, if it rolls the weakness over into the 30-minute, is the 543 level. Then below that is 540. And then I'll be watching the 538 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue upwards and green, continue the staircase effect, and then from there, roll over into the 30-minute and 1 hour. And the first resistance is 548. If that gets broken through, then I'll be watching 550. And then above that comes the 552 to 553 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicator is going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, as in the volatility, they are above and cross back over, and the same thing we saw in the bigger picture of the 1 hour. That's something to not ignore, that in the same day it crossed back down and quickly came back up, and in the after hours it's coming up to try to retest the highs of day, which was up here near the 547.60 area, and 548 is going to be the first resistance to not ignore going into tomorrow, if it could be turned into a support. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.